Well, it's the final film in my 5 days of Frights for Halloween 2024. So let's end it on an oft-neglected classic. The story of a group of people trapped in a confined location amongst the snow and ice as they are stalked by an alien of incredible intelligence who can absorb their victim's personality, memories and skills, impersonating them perfectly. Starring Telly Savalas. Hang on. Telly Savalas? Well, what else could I be talking about but 1971's Horror Express? So, what did I think? 5 Days of Frights. 1906. And Sir Alexander Saxton, played by Christopher Lee, is returning to England from China via the Trans-Siberian Express. With him, he brings in a crate his latest discovery, the frozen remains of what he believes is proof of the missing link in human evolution. But what is in the crate isn't human, and it's waking up. You know, there are films that are truly critic-proof. Productions that should not work, but are so full of ideas with so much heart that you can't help but think after the credits roll, but that was rubbish. Only to find you were entertained to the point you will be thinking about it days later. And whenever it's on television, you find yourself sitting down enjoying it once again, even though you know you really should know better. And Horror Express is one of those films. Now I know what you thought once you heard the premise. Hang on, isn't that the thing? And you'd be right. The screenplay is a loose adaptation of Joseph W. Campbell's Who Goes There, the story both versions of The Thing were based on. In fact, in interviews, director Eugenio Martin would claim the film only existed because the producers wanted a film set on a train, as they had obtained the train sets from the epic historical flop Nicholas and Alexandria. And although they would later deny it, one cannot help but feel the spirit of improvisation running through the film. This was a production filmed without sound because of the international cast, with voices being dubbed in post-production, leading to very, shall we say, intense voice performances compared to the physical acting on screen, especially from the character of Father Pejordov, played by Alberto de Mendoza, but dubbed by Robert Rietti.
There is always a place for the cross. Even on this stone floor, just so.
With a storyline that appears to conjure every cliché imaginable.
Give me a go, no go for launch.
From cool, calm British professors,
Go. Fly.
dangerous but beautiful foreign spies,
We're go fly. Guidance. Guidance go.
untrustworthy Oriental types by the standard of the 1970s,
Go flight.
a Rasputin-like priest who constantly warns about evil.
Think of hell on this train. Even the dog knows it.
This is Houston. We are go for launch.
Performances are fine. In fact, I would say above average for a Euro-pudding production of the time, all except Telly Savalas as Captain Kazan the Cossack. Try saying that 3 times fast. Savalas had signed a 3-picture contract and from his performance appeared to think he was in a completely different film. A performance so hammy that a butcher shop would be jealous.
Your Excellency, I'm a police inspector.
Everybody's under arrest. Including you.
Yet, look past all of that and you'll find one of the best sci-fi horrors of all time. Hurling ideas at the audience, thick and fast in a screenplay filled with tension as passengers are unable to trust each other, while characters are killed at any moment. While in an original character twist, neither in the original short story or the Howard Hawks version of The Thing, we begin to feel an understanding, if not a sympathy for the monster, as it reveals it has been trapped on Earth for millions of years, and all it wants to do is go home. And as for a screen monster, it also shows a remarkable decency, killing only those whose knowledge it needs, sparing those unimportant to its plan. While its way of killing is not only spectacular, but clever, absorbing its victim's knowledge as it kills. One of the most memorable moments is the film's theme tune, which the creature whistles throughout the picture, having absorbed it from a previous victim. And all of this is topped off by a whip-smart screenplay that is not only fast-paced, never slowing down long enough for the audience to consider how silly this is getting, but also tongue-in-cheek dialogue that tells its audience, don't worry, we already know.
Thought this might come in handy.
Oh, good idea. Two of you together. That's fine. But what if one of you is the monster?
Monster? We're British, you know.
Order. Order! Order!
Silly at times? Yes. Dated? Absolutely. But looking back now, Horror Express is one of the best horror movie concepts of the 70s, with far more substance than any of its American contemporaries with 10, no 20 times the budget. And if you sit back and go with it, a very fun 90 minutes that you will not regret passing the time with. Horror Express is available on most platforms, and thanks to rights issues, is free to watch on YouTube. Sadly, there really is nothing to be done about Telly Savalas' performance, except to say, would you like mustard or cheese to go with that ham? I say, go watch it. Oh, and before I go, may I take this time to say, enjoy Samhain, or to quote Dan O'Herlihy,
Happy Halloween.
Please, sir, I want some more.
More? All right, stop it. Stop it right there. Go on, fill up the bowl.
And if you liked this episode of So What Did I Think and you want to see more, please click like and subscribe. Remember, always subscribe. Thanks for watching.